upper bound of perimeter, where perimeter is 2 times length plus 2 times breadth, or L plus L plus B plus B. Okay, start quickly. For this, you can use a calculator right now. Non-calculator, I'll tell you which is going to be the non-calculator.
So could you repeat it again?
You're going to find the upper bound of the perimeter, and for this question, you can use the calculator.
Okay, sir. Sir, what does it mean by nearest 1 centimeter?
Nearest 1 centimeter means that you are not sure that it is like it could be plus minus 1. Okay.
Ji, sir.
So upper bound means that okay. Upper bound means that you have to find the maximum value of the parameter you can have.
So that's the answer 18.
Answer 18. Ziad, the answer is 18. Okay. Anyone else who can confirm this? Zaya, for you, I'm solving it. Just be with me. Look here.
Okay, sir.
So length is 5 centimeter. Okay. 1 divided by 2 gives you 0.5 because it's nearest 1 centimeter. Are you getting? So upper bound is 5.5 and lower bound is 4.5. Do you agree with this? Upper bound में add करना है. We add in upper bound the nearest and we subtract from this value in the lower bound. Getting or not?
Yes, sir.
And width is going to be 3 centimeter. So for 3 centimeter is going to be, again it's nearest 1 centimeter, 0.5. Okay, half of that. So it's going to be 3.5 and 2.5. Clear? So I'm supposed to find the upper bound of the perimeter. So I have to take everything that is upper. Okay. So upper bound of perimeter is going to be 2 times length plus 2 times breadth. And for that, we are going to use the upper bound of length and upper bound of width as well. Okay. So 2 times the length is 5.5 plus 2 times the width is 3.5. So that gives you 11 plus 7. It gives us 18. Very good, Ziad. Perfect. Is that clear? Zayab,
Yes,
is it
sir.
clear or not? Okay, let's move on. Come
Yes,
to the
sir.
real question which do comes in exam. Okay.
Sir, just let me write it. Can you go back?
Basically, uh, I, Omar is recording the lesson as well. Okay, so Omar can just share the link with you, and you can just watch it. Okay. All right. A screenshot, please.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. 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 Now the piece of wire is 5 meter. Okay, correct to the nearest 1 meter. So 5 meter correct to the nearest 1 meter divided by 2 is 0.5. So for the length of the wire, is that clear? And the length of each piece
Yes, sir.
is 20 centimeter. But okay, now there is a controversy between the units, so I have to make the units consistent. Okay, so my dear students, what I'm going to do, what I can do over here is I can just convert this into centi and then convert it into meter. So 1 centimeter is going to be 0.5. Okay, so upper bound is going to be 20.5 and lower bound is going to be 19.5. Convert this into meter. Convert this into meter because this is in meter. So that is going to be 0.205, the upper bound, Getting or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
And lower bound will be 0.195. We just divide this by 100. Now we are supposed to find the maximum number of pieces. Okay. So upper bound of number of pieces of wire. Okay, who is going to tell me how we are going to get the upper bound?
So
Upper
2L
bound is
plus 2.
देखो fraction है ना. Upper bound is देखो ये एक पूरी this is a complete wire and you have cut this wire into pieces. I have been given the length of the whole wire and I have been given the length of one piece. I'm supposed to find how many pieces can I make. What should I do? Should I multiply? Should I divide? What should I do?
Sir, I think you should multiply.
No.
It should be right.
Divide. Okay. Now divide by the total length of wire by the length of each piece. Is that clear?
Okay.
Now I'm supposed to get the upper bound of the fraction. Upper bound of the fraction. When I'm going to get the upper bound of the fraction? When I have a greater numerator and a smaller denominator, isn't it? Getting or not?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting? So what should I do?
5.5 divided by 0.195.
Yes, very good. Okay, divide and get the answer, please. Answer?
Sir,
28 point.
sir 2.564.
Sir,
2.5.
28.2.
Huh?
So the piece of wire will be 28. Okay.
Yeah.
So 28 pieces of wire cut. Okay. From the
Sir, how, sir? I divided, but I got the different answer.
So 5.5 divided by 0.195. You do it again.
Sorry, sir, I wrote 0.5.
Ah, okay.
Yes, sir, 28.
Is this question clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Great. So now I'm going to tell you the 4 different scenarios which you can have. Okay. For instance, I'm supposed to find perimeter, and perimeter is sum. Okay, like you're adding 2 numbers, isn't it? So if there is addition, okay. So upper bound is upper bound of both the values. You'll get the upper bound. Getting, like if you are supposed to have a like parameter and you are going to add 2 values, so to find the upper bound of the sum, you have to have the upper bound of both the values, and if you have to find the lower bound, so you should have the lower bounds of both of them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is for sum. Okay, now for subtraction, for subtraction. Okay, so if there are 2 values now, if you have the 2 values and you are going to have a greater value and a smaller value, okay, so So if you're supposed to find the upper bound of the subtraction, like difference, okay, difference ka upper bound, so you have to have upper bound of the greater value minus lower bound of the smaller value. That is going to give you the upper bound of the subtraction. All of you are getting this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're supposed to find the lower bound. So lower bound of the greater value and upper bound of the smaller value. That is going to give you the lower bound of the subtraction of the difference. Okay. All right. Let us do this. Okay. Ziad, this is just an okay. This is just an assumption. Okay,
I am
you might be
180.
taller than this. You are 180.
Actually, I'm like 177, but that's if you round it, that's 180.
I, I I literally didn't know. Yeah, I literally don't know this. It was just like an assumption. Omar, how much should I make for you? 160?
Sir, 200. नहीं यार 200 लिखे सर 200 लिखे
Okay, a very important thing. Look here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. 180 nearest 10 centimeter. That means for Ziad, we have to divide the nearest by 2 and we're getting 5. So the upper bound for Ziad's heights is going to be 185 and the lower bound for Ziad's heights is going to be 175. You all agree with this or not?
Yes, sir, we agree.
That's for Ziad, okay?
Yes.
Now for Umar, it's nearest 5 centimeter. So 5 divided by 2, 2.5, okay? So for, okay, so 160 was Umar's height. For upper bound is 162.5 and lower bound is going to be 157.5. You all agree with this? How to find the upper bound of the difference?
Yes, sir.
So for Ziad's height, like upper bound is a greater value, na? Greater value. So if I take Ziad's upper bound and I take Umar lower bound, so I'm going to get a bigger value of the difference, isn't it?
Yes.
Getting or
Yes, sir.
not? Okay. Fine answer. Fine answer. Great. 27.5. Screenshot. Be quick. I hope this is all clear. Okay. I'm supposed to find the lower bound of their difference. So I'm going to take Ziad's height's lower bound, that is 175, and Umar's height, 162.5. So I'm going to get a smaller value of the difference. Okay, let's see. So if I'm supposed to find the lower bounds of 175, take away 162.5. So that's going to give me 12.5. Okay, so this is the lower bound of the difference. Getting or not? Okay. Screenshot. ठीक है, all right, it's clear. मैं थोड़ा सा I'm rushing for some reason because I directly need to go into the questions. Okay.
Okay, sir. समझ आ गया.
All right, because we have already covered this, na? So I don't want lessons to be like more lessons to be spent on this. Most of the guys, you have done this with me. Shazin, if there is any confusion, just stay with me after class. I think you are getting
No, sir. Yes, sir. I'm getting it.
case number 3 when we are multiplying two values. Okay, when there's a product. Product means you are multiplying two values. So if you're supposed to find the upper bound, so upper bound of the first value and upper bound of the second value. Okay, it's easy peasy. And if you're like lower bound, lower bound, and lower bound. Yeah, they're like for addition and multiplication, upper bound and upper bound, and lower bound and lower bound. Okay. Now division. Let's say there are two values A and B. Okay. If I'm supposed to find the upper bound, so I should have the upper bound of A and lower bound of B. Okay. And if I'm supposed to find the lower bound of the division, so lower bound of A and upper bound of B. All right. That's the thing. Is that clear?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, so basically everywhere in the product, the values are going to be same. It's only the sign that's gonna change, like multiply, plus, minus.
Huh? Values are going to be the same. Only you have to choose whether you're going to take upper or lower.
Okay, sir.
That's the main thing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now let me give you a scenario for this. A car travels 50 kilometers nearest to, and I want the answer from all of you. Okay, nearest to 5 kilometer. Okay, in 20 minutes. Or no, no, 50 kilometer 20 minutes में कौन सी गाड़ी करते हैं? It's impossible. 50 kilometers in, let's say it's taking like 35 minutes. Okay, or you can take like how much time you should take? Hours. Okay, assumption. So, my dear students, first of all, you must know the formula for speed. Speed is distance over time. Okay? Plug in the values, get the answer. Mm-hmm. G, sure. Okay. So 50 kilometer is 2.5 now. Nearest to 2.5 divided by 2 is 2. So 52.5. Okay. For B,
Yes, sir.
7.5. Okay. For time, for time is 1 hour. Nearest 2 hours. Nearest to 1 hour. So 2.5 and 1.5. Okay. So if I'm supposed to find the upper bound of speed, so I should have the upper bound of distance and the lower bound of time. Zaryab, is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Great. Alhamdulillah. Just plug in the values and get the answer. So upper bound of distance is going to be 52.5 divided by the lower bound is 1.5. Yeah, let me know what we are getting.
35, sir.
30 kilometer per hour. Okay. Now let's solve some
Yes.
questions from the past papers. Be with me. I'm going to give you some challenging questions that do come for 4 marks. Okay, so stay with me. This topic is called the limits of accuracy. Okay, so if you're just going into that, it can be there in your non-calculator paper as well. The concept has been given to you, so you guys must know how to solve this. Limits of accuracy is topic number 2. Okay. Okay. Anna's journey This question has a small concept because they have asked us to find the speed in kilometer per hour. Okay, distance is in kilometer, perfect. 47 kilometer. Nearest kilometer means nearest 1 kilometer. You divide it by 2, you're going to get 0.5. So for the distance, be 6.5. Is that clear? Now the problem is for the time. Time must be in
Yes,
hours.
sir.
Okay, time must be in hours. Okay, so what are we going to do for that? Okay, if we can convert this into minutes, like minutes into hours, if I'm converting this into hours, so this should be converted into hours as well. So we can do one thing. Let's take this in minutes and then convert into hours. So 5 minutes is like divided by 2 is 2.5. Okay. So the upper bound is going to be 67. Yeah, 2.5. So upper bound is going to be for time. Upper bound is going to be 67.5 and the lower bound is going to be how much? 62.5. Okay. But they are is that clear? Is that clear or not?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
No,
Yes.
sir,
I'm
it's not
supposed
clear
to
to
find
me. Can you please repeat this one?
better time is basically 65 minutes, nearest to 5 minutes. 5 upon 2 is 2.5. Okay. So for the upper bound, you're adding this, and for the lower bound, you're subtracting this from the time that was 65 minutes.
No, sir, but a while back, didn't you say that you have to turn this into hours, the minutes?
Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. That's what we are going to do. Before putting this into the formula, abhi मैं ये the same thing I'm going to tell you. Speed is distance over time. Okay. So for the upper bound of speed, what should we have for the distance? The upper bound or the lower bound? Like
Sir, the
if
upper
I
bound.
want
Upper
to have a
bound.
greater fact, upper bound of distance and lower bound of time. Of distance and lower bound of time. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Distance, distance all clear. Okay. 47.5 done. For time, I'm not going to directly take the 67.5 minutes because they are asking us to find the time in hours. Okay, kilometer per hour. So I'm simply okay. What should I choose? The upper or the lower? The upper or the lower? Lower bound. Perfect. So I've chosen this one, and then I'm going to divide this by 60. That will give me the time in hours. Okay, just quickly let me know. 2.5. 1 point. That's it. Okay.
Sir, the answer is 45.673.
Okay. We could have done one more thing, that we could have converted all of them in hours before doing this. Okay. Again, if you were doing that, so what could have been the thing? Yeah, exactly. Like five divided by six. Five. We should have done 5 divided by 60 first. Okay. So that would have converted this into 5 divided by 60, like before putting in the formula. So it's 0.0833, and then we have to divide it by two. So it would have been like something quite vague. Okay. I don't want to do this. So that's the thing. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes.
Letting me
Yes.
answer exactly. Okay. And I've checked the marking scheme. It's the same answer with the marking. Tell us. Okay. So Alhamdulillah, we have done correctly. Have a screenshot of this. We're going to move on with another question, and you guys are going to do this. Ayan, if you have any issues, any confusions, do let me know, please.
No, sir, I don't have any confusions for now.
The only question was this, now.
Yes, sir, the conversion one.
Okay. Now there's quite a challenging question for you guys. Okay, and let's see this is the most.
Sir,
Okay,
it's sad.
all of your. Where is Sada, by the way?
Sir, I don't know. I messaged him, but he isn't replying.
It could be out somewhere.
Exactly. All the kids in Dubai, they are enjoying. I'm not sure why.
So no, sir, not enjoying, sir.
Not enjoying.
For studying for exams, sir. Very strict.
Exactly. Ziad is accompanying you as well. This is basically a rectangular picture frame, like this. So you have got something outside and something inside. Okay. The inner dimensions have been given as 26 and 14. That's for the inner rectangle. That is like the unshaded one. For the outer rectangle, okay, it's 32 and 20. Okay. So the outer rectangle is 32 by 20 and inner rectangle is 26 by 14. Number one, calculate the lower bound of perimeter of outer triangle. Okay. Outer
Sir, triangle or
outer rectangle. Calculate rectangle, and all the measurements are to be taken nearest centimeter. Okay. Two length into two length.
Is the answer for the first one 102?
For the first one,
Yes, it's 102.
all right, 102, perfect. Okay, now the second question is for 3 mark. Okay, I'm supposed to find the upper bound of the area of frame. Okay,
First, so the frame is like the shaded area, right? Then first you
exactly.
find the total area, then you find the area of like the outer rectangle. Then you subtract the both of them to get the area of the shaded area.
Or you can't you do this like you find the area of the outer triangle rectangle and the inner rectangle and then subtract them?
Yeah, you can also do that.
Exactly. But we have to find the upper bound of the area of the frame. Okay? So
Okay.
yeah, so what are we going to do? So we have upper bound. Okay, the frame is going to be the area of frame is going to be area of outer rectangle take away area of inner rectangle. Are you getting? So it's a difference. Do you guys remember that I told you that if you're supposed to find the difference and the upper bound, so what I told you for the first, this one, what should I take? Of the first
Upper
value
bound
minus
minus lower bound.
of the second. Excellent. Okay, find it. Okay. First find the areas and then subtract it and get let me know the final answer. तुम लोग आओ कराची गोलगप्पे खाते.
सर आप दुबई हैं, आपको बुर्ज खलीफा में घुमाते हैं.
All right. So yeah, you're from Karachi as well.
No sir, I'm from Haripur.
All right, all right. I've been to Haripur.
सर आप डैम गए हैं वहाँ के? तरबेला डैम
Yes, I
खानपुर
have
में.
been. I'm not sure. There was a place over there, Berry Bande, and I had been there for 28 days.
सर वो जगह तो मुझे नहीं पता सर. फर्स्ट
But
टाइम नाम सुना.
it was so green, it's so beautiful area. Haripur is just near to Aptabad, isn't it?
सर नॉट श्योर सर. सर जारी का स्टोर
Like,
प्लाजा आपने देखा हुआ जाते?
not sure.
अच्छा.
It's been so long, yeah. Like 14 years, 15 years back, I went there.
Sir, I got my answer.
Got your answer? Keep it with you. I just want one more guy to say, I got my answer. Then we are going to like compare the answers.
Oh, all right.
Sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, my answer for the first part was coming 78.
For the first part was coming 78.
First part was 78, yeah.
Perimeter.
Sir, the lower bound of the parameter.
Lower bound of the parameter. So like this is going to be okay. One is 20. Outer rectangle now. Outer rectangle width is going to be 20. Okay, and upper bound is going to be 20.5 and lower bound is going to be 19.5, and length is 32. So upper bound is going to be 32.5 and that is going to be 31.5. Do you agree with
Sir,
this?
sir, one second, one second. I'm sorry. Actually, I made a silly mistake. I counted the inner side of the triangle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't have. यार,
Sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
मैं क्या करूं? आपने दोनों have you calculated both the areas? We're stuck on the area of the inner rectangle. So what's that? Like it's 26 and 14. That's it. अरे तो हाँ. So like okay, let's find the area of outer, area of outer. So we are going to take both of them upper. Okay. So 26 point outer one is 32.5 multiply by okay because we are going to have upper for both of them 32.5 and 20.5. Okay, and area of lower or like inner. So area of inner is going to be the lower bounds. Okay, because I have to find the upper bound of the outer one and in lower bound of the inner one. That's going to give me the upper bound of the difference. So for the area of inner one, I should have 25.5. Okay, times 13.5. Is this clear to all of you or not? Hmm? Yes.
0.5 को
Because
माइनस कर
26
दिया
is
ना, ऐड कर दिया उसमें ना.
no.
देखो उमर,
Yeah, it's 20.5. So upper bound चाहिए ना इसका. 26, 26 is this one, and 14 is this one. We are going to talk about the inner rectangle. X X कहाँ पे?
एक्स नहीं है ऊपर दिया हुआ उमर, देखो 26 14 के साथ ही है.
Allahu Akbar.
Sir, it looks like an X
Oh my goodness, you are considering X. Umar, so you wear glasses? करना चाहिए. You should. Alarm, alarming situation. Oh my goodness. One day in the class, we studied everything, and then Ayan asked us, "Sir, is this physics or maths?" Ayan, do you remember?
Yes, sir, I do.
You do, okay. All right.
आंसर क्या आया?
Ziad, what's your final answer?
उमर व्हाट्सएप में भेज दो. ठीक.
Anyone with the final answer? Anyone with the final answer for this question?
Yes, sir. I have the final answer.
What's that?
322.
MashaAllah, Sant. Wow, good. Nice. Anyone else with this answer?
Yes.
Be quick.
Sir, you study Arabic, right?
Yeah, I said Arabic.
Yeah, so which dialect?
Not sure of that.
Because you sound like you do Fusha, which is the original one.
Yeah. I have, yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
You know, Fusha isn't actually used by Arabs in their respective countries. So when you go to like speak Fusha, they'll look at you weird. It's like speaking Old English.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's why that's what literally I had been studying in a Islamic school, and I learned Arabic the first time for like 3 or 3.5 years. When I went to Makkah for Umrah, and I had been talking to them, like the way they were talking, I literally wasn't getting what they're saying. So then when I came back, then I did some research, and then I got it there that there is a modern Arabic and there is an old Arabic, and there is a huge difference between them. And nowhere, like only the native Arabic speaker can teach you that. And even there are different dialects for that, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
the Egyptian
depends.
dialect and the
Depends
Jordanian
where you
dialect.
wanna study Arabic.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
But Fusha is useful for like reading Quran.
Exactly. So Alhamdulillah, Hadith and Quran is all comprehensive, like comprehensible. So it's really good. Great. Great, great, great. MashaAllah. Okay, you can leave. The concept is clear. All good.
उमर जाने से पहले सेकंड वाले का आंसर भेज दोगे व्हाट्सएप में?
Allah Hafiz.
Sir, I wanted to ask you about the chemistry class.